Welcome back to the Solo to Entrepreneur Show. I'm your host, Lorraine Chai, business advisor and strategist, here to help you build a business that scales with clarity, confidence, and intention. Now, today's episode starts with a moment from the weekend that just passed. We were informed, and I think many states and a couple of countries in this part of the globe were advised that we were going to have a snowstorm or a ice storm. And here's the thing, I woke up early excited because I'm the kind of person that didn't grow up with snow, and I love snow. Maybe it's because I didn't live in snow. But here's the thing, I woke up early, looked outside, and saw maybe an inch or two of snow. Was excited about it. No blizzards, no whiteout condition, no blackouts as the warning set out. Just enough to coat the roads and quiet neighborhood. And yet, within hours to the east or west, I heard other states hit pause, maybe. Canada, St. Louis, Missouri, roads closed, schools canceled. And look, it's the same situation here, right? Roads closed, schools canceled, meetings rescheduled, businesses shut down. At the same time, I was scrolling through my phone and I saw friends and clients in Canada, right? In the city areas, northern states digging out from a foot of snow, brushing off their cars, and opening their shops, maybe, and heading to work like it was just another day. Right. I must admit, I also was brushing off snow and ice off my car so that my car doesn't get ice down. First experience, mind you guys, first experience in seeing this kind of weather. Now that contrast stopped me because when we were warned the last time of having an ice day where everything shut down or a snow day where everything shut down, it so happened that here in North Carolina was only a drizzle or light dusting of snow. So when this happened over the weekend, to me, I've seen more than 5 inches of snow. And I wondered why this was the situation where everything shut down and it was just a long weekend for everybody, right? The contrast stopped me. The same weather categories, but completely different responses. And that different responses holds one of the most important lessons that I can give you as a business owner. A lot of people say, oh, well, great, Lorraine. It's an opportunity for you to sleep in and have a day off. But this is how I look at it. It's an opportunity of doing more. Why does one place shut down over a light snowfall while another keeps moving through a blizzard? It's not about toughness. It's not about grit. It's about preparation, mindset, and systems. In the places where snow is expected, this disruption is normal. They're built for it. They have equipment to handle those kind of situations. There are plows on standby, salt stocks in advance, teams trained for what to do. They don't panic, they execute. And here, in contrast, in this part of the globe, snow is treated like an exception. And so the default is pause, protect, wait it out. And I get it, right? I understand why the city decided to just stop everything. It's out of the safety of people who are not the smartest on the roads. It's to protect people, right? It's to control. And that's their way of controlling. Not spending money in order to keep the city going, keep the money flowing. But it's more of let's spend less to keeping our people safe. Two ways. You hear when you're out here? It sounds like two ways of running a business, two ways of running a city, two different ways of how you look at it in terms of how you should run a business, whether or not you want to go with the flow or whether or not you want to do whatever it takes, still protect your people, protect your business, but still be functional. Now, neither response is wrong. They're just built for different realities. And that's where the parallel to business becomes crystal clear. Let me tell you about two clients, same industry, same size, same storm. Two very different outcomes. Well-liked. One client is well-liked, strong service, great team. And when something unexpected hit, a slow sales month, a missed payment, a sick team member, they freeze, the whole business freeze. Not because they weren't capable, but because they built their business around perfect conditions. And when things weren't perfect, everything felt like an emergency. Now this is the second person. Person B. Same external challenge, very different internal response. Sales dip, they had backup offers ready. Client paused, they tapped their referral pipeline. System failed, they adjusted, communicated, and kept momentum. No panic, no shutdown, just a shift. Same storm, different design. So you get what I mean, right? First person A and second person B. So I want to ask you this question. When disruption hits your life, your business, even something small, do you shut down mentally, emotionally? Do you freak out? Or do you shift and be the problem solver? Here's how to assess whether you've built a resilient business or just a reactive one. Let's check out the areas of your business. The preparedness. First one, preparedness. Do you have systems in place that don't rely on everything going right? What I mean by this? Contingency plans, cash buffers, operational SOPs, emergency plans, right? They say. Second one is, how is your mindset? Do you see challenges as danger or decisions or an opportunity to pivot? Do you wait for things to stabilize or step forward with clarity to go against the tide? Third one to consider is, how is your resilience level? Can your business continue delivering value even when things get messy? Or does everything have to pause when conditions aren't ideal? Or adaptability, right? The way that you adapt into situations. How fast can you shift when normal no longer applies? Do you lead through disruption or hide inside it? Remember the era of the COVID where we were all locked down? What did you do? Did you just wait? Or did you go, upskill everything, learn as much as you could about how you can change and shift your business, shift your life? I had a music business where we all did consultations and business in an in-person level, right? Where I looked at it was, I dropped everything. I was doing my master's at the same time. I was working towards a PhD and dropped everything, learned as much as possible about all this concept of online business, online meetings, online learning, online teaching. Supported teachers internationally, supported business owners internationally, because this was the new generation. We all had to survive. We all had to adapt. We can't just drop everything and beg the gods to rain money. We have to adapt because bills are going to continue running. The world doesn't stop running. Bills don't stop coming down your way. Things continuously move. It doesn't wait for no one. So because of storms, financials, operationals, personals, they aren't rare. They're part of entrepreneurship. They're part of the life, right? Part of your life. So how do you build a storm-ready business? Now, here's how I coach my clients to prepare for uncertainties without living in fear. And you can take this with a grain of salt. You can take this information, whether or not you try it. At the end of the day, it's up to you. But here's the thing. The first thing you need to consider is build storm-ready systems. Snowplows don't show up after a storm, right? They're already in place. Your business should operate the same way. Automate the repeatables, create workflows with built-in flexibilities, identify weak points before they crack. Now, systems don't eliminate storms, they reduce panic. Second one is developing a resilient mindset. Now, that is the strongest key, your mind. Stop waiting for perfect conditions to take action. The best leaders aren't fearless. They're practiced. They have trained themselves to act clearly in uncertain moments. Now, that's not luck. That's leadership. That's growth. Look into the situation, right? The third thing, scenario planning. Ask your business real questions. Ask yourself these real questions. What if revenue dips next quarter? What if your best clients exits? What if demand doubles overnight? What ifs? Worst case scenario, best case scenarios, and most likely. What if everything goes well? When you're already imagined the challenges, when you're set towards failures, towards the challenges, you don't freeze, you execute. You see steps ahead of time. You know what angles to go. If this doesn't work, if one door shuts, open up the next door, find the next door towards a business that you need, towards the growth that you need. Now, next one is to prioritize the communication and your agility. Prioritize communications and your agility. In times of disruption, silence creates fear. Use fear to your advantage is what I would say. Clarity builds momentum. Make it a habit to communicate quickly, internally and externally. Brainstorming, planning, altering, changing. This builds confidence in your leadership even when things feel uncertain. So, this light snowfall, ice fall, it was a test. Not of the weather, but of the system's mindset built around it. Ask yourself this question. Did you just sit around at home, moping, watching movies? Or were you the person that was doing part of your business? Planning. Still going on virtual meetings. Still working. Don't build a business that shuts down at the first sign of disruption. Build one that expects storms. That's right. That's what I said. Build one that expects storms, plans for them, and keeps moving through them. Train your brain to be problem solvers in situations such as this that happens at any moment. Success isn't about perfect plans. It's about creating a business that holds up, even when conditions don't. If this resonates with you, stay with me, stick with me, continue on this journey with me. Subscribe, share. This show is here to help you lead, not just work. To help you design a business that scales on purpose, not just by accident. And if you're ready to stop reacting and start building with intention, that's what I do. That's how I help. My name is Lorraine Chai, and I'll see you on the next episode.